Good morning, dear student friends. Today we are going to discuss about the another cell organelle, that is nucleus. Before that, yesterday we are already discussed about the two smaller cell organelles. One is peroxisome and another one is the vacuoles. In peroxisomes, there are three different kinds of enzymes which are enclosed in a vesicle-like structures. Those are called as peroxisomes. Those enzymes which are also formed from there are the different cell organelles like endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria and Golgi complex. In vacuoles, there are three different kinds of vacuoles. One is gaseous vacuole, food vacuole, and another one is contractile vacuole. So what is their structure and what are the functions of vacuoles? Let us study about the last cell organelle in this chapter, that is nucleus. See, this is the structural organization of nucleus, which consists of two membranes. Again, it is a membrane bounded cell organelle, consists of two membranes, outer membrane and another one is inner membrane. Between these two membranes there is a space, and inside that the nucleolemma is present, and the inner content of this nucleus is the semi-solid substance in the form of nucleoplasm and subspherical part in the form of nucleolus, and internally it consists of the colored thread-like bodies. Those are called as a chromatin network. In that there are the two different kinds of chromatin networks are present. All these are, let us study in the structure of a nucleus. This is what the structure of nucleus. Nucleus, it was first discovered by a person called as a Robert Brown in the year of 1831 in the flowering plants. Nucleus is present in the center of the cells, but it is a different position in different cells, like some of the lower organisms of plants, those are algae. Means the nucleus is present at the central region, of course, in most of the cells, but in few of the cells the nucleus is slightly away from the center, which are there in the lower organisms of plants like algae, and some of the animal cells also, they are present at the peripheral region of the cell. The nucleus is different in their shape, like it may be round in shape, spherical in shape, ellipsoidal. Spherical, it refers to what? It is an oval shape. Ellipsoidal, it is nothing but a flattened at the either end, and flattened completely, it is a flattened in shape. Then mostly cell contains a single nucleus. Most of the cells consist of the single nucleus. Those are called as uninucleated cells. If in case they are consist of two nuclei, then it is called as a binucleated cells, and more than two nuclei are present in the cells, those are called as a multinucleated cells. On the basis of the presence of the number of nuclei, the cells are classified into mononucleated, binucleated and multinucleated cells. Then size of the nucleus is not constant here, and generally correlated with the DNA content. Then how much amount of DNA present in nuclear part, on that base only the size of the nucleus is varies. Then nucleus mainly consists of, there are the four different parts, the main parts. One is a nuclear membrane, second one is a nucleoplasm, third one is a chromatin network or chromatin fibers, and last one is the nucleolus. See, this is the structure of a nucleus, consists of all the four parts, like nuclear membrane, nucleoplasm, then chromatin networks are present at the central or at the peripheral region. It consists of the nucleolus, that is a subspherical part, and inner content is called as a nucleoplasm. The membrane consists of distinct regions. There are the perforation or takes place, means there is a formation of some pores. Those pores are called as a nuclear pore. On the surface of the membrane, they are consist of the ribosomes. These are the inuit granules present over the surface of outer membrane of nucleus. Then nuclear membrane, the nucleus externally covered by the membrane called as a nuclear membrane. It plays important role in the transportation of materials, means the transportation of materials takes place with the help of this nuclear membrane. Nuclear membrane consists of ribosomes, which involved in protein synthesis. Wherever the ribosomes are present in cell organelle, their function is to synthesis the protein. As like here also same, the outer membrane of nucleus is consist of the ribosomal units. Those ribosomes are mainly involved in the process of protein synthesis. Nuclear membrane is the double layered. I already told you there is the outer membrane and inner membrane. Double layered structure having many interruptions or pores. The nuclear pore are enclosed by circular annuli. It is nothing but a plug-like structure present in the nuclear pore. The pore and annuli are collectively called as a nuclear pore complex. It is called as a nuclear pore complex. At the time of when the transportation of material from outside to inside or inside to outside the nucleus, during that time annuli undergo to open and close. Means it acts as a plug-like structure on a nuclear pore. Second one, nucleoplasm or nuclear sap. The another name of nucleoplasm is nuclear sap. It is also called as a karyolimb. Remember, there are three names. One is nucleoplasm or nuclear sap or karyolimb. The nucleus contains a transparent semi-solid granular and homogeneous matrix. During interphase of the cell cycle is called as a nuclear sap or karyolimb. It is nothing but a transparent semi-solid granular and homogeneous matrix. It is homogeneous matrix, consists of number of the enzymes and coenzymes are also present, and semi-solid substance. It is a granulous particles which are present at the nucleoplasm region of the nucleus. Then next one is a nucleolus. The nucleolus is completely differ from the nucleus. Remember, nucleolus is nothing but another part of the nucleus. It is nucleolus. It is the subspherical, dense, rounded, oval and acidophilic body. It is an acidophilic body or subspherical, round or oval shape body. Nucleolus synthesis different RNAs. Nucleolus function is synthesis the RNAs. Some of the RNAs series are there. Here one is a 285, 185, 55, 5.85 RNAs which are synthesized in the region of the nucleolus. Nucleolus contains RNA, phosphoprotein, histone, orthophosphate, DPN synthetase enzyme and methylase enzymes. The content of nucleolus is RNA, phosphoprotein, histones, orthophosphates, DPN synthetase and methylase enzyme. Chromatin network. DNA is the genetic material of the cells which is complexed with the proteins, means it is correlated with the protein and it is condensed with the protein. in a structure what is called as a chromatin. What is chromatin? It is nothing but it is the complex form of protein and also DNA. Then chromatin appears as a thread like coiled and elongated structure which can be stained with the basic stains, which is visible during the time of interphase stage, at the time of during the cell division. During the cell division, these chromatin condensation to form the chromosomes. These chromatin fibers are undergo to condensation. They forms the color bodies present at the nucleus region, what are called as chromosomes. These chromatin fibers are two types. Our chromatin networks are two types. One is euchromatin and another one is heterochromatin. Remember, what are the differences between the euchromatin and heterochromatin? Let us study the first one is euchromatin. See, euchromatin, lightly stained region of chromatin. This region contains more DNA. Euchromatin are overlapped to one another. These are condensed to form chromatids. See, again I will tell you, these are lightly stained regions, contains more amount of DNA, and euchromatins are overlapped to one another, means twist to one another. These are condensed to form. They are undergo to aggregate. They are undergo to condensation to form the arm of the chromosome, what are called as chromatids. Before this, the above point which is said that these chromatins are undergo to condensation to form the chromosomes. See, chromosome is consist of mainly two parts. One is chromatid and another one is the centromere. The chromatids are formed by the condensation of euchromatin, and remaining the centromere which is undergo to formation by means of the condensation of another chromatin fiber, that is heterochromatin. What about heterochromatin? Darkly stained region. See, comparative. Euchromatin are lightly stained, but heterochromatin are darkly stained regions. This region contains less DNA, but euchromatin contains more DNA. Remember, heterochromatins are not overlapped to one another, but they are overlapped to one another. These are condensed to form a centromere, and this region genetically inactive, but that euchromatin region genetically active. So these are the major differences between the euchromatin and heterochromatin. The last part, that is the functions of nucleus. Of course, nuclear membrane consists of nuclear pore, which helps to transportation of materials from nucleus to cytoplasm and vice versa. Though there is a pores are present on the nuclear membrane, which are helpful for the transportation of materials from nucleus to cytoplasm, from cytoplasm to nucleus, with the help of this nuclear pore, which are present on a nuclear membrane. The nuclear membrane consists of ribosomes, which involved in protein synthesis. Of course, protein synthesis takes place with the help of ribosomes, which are present on the external surface of the nuclear membrane. The nucleoplasm is the main site for the enzymatic activity. It helps to the formation of spindle apparatus in plant cells. There is a formation of spindle fibers or spindle apparatus in the plant cells with the help of the one homogeneous matrix, that is a semi-solid substance present in the nucleus part, what is called as a nucleoplasm. The main site for the enzymatic activity in the cell or in the nucleus part, that is in there in the nucleoplasm. Then chromatin fibers are undergo condensed to form chromosomes, which are having many genes. Already I told you there is a chromatin fibers are undergo to condensation to form the chromosomes. Chromosome consists of two parts, one is chromatid and another one is the centromere. Chromatids are formed by the condensation of euchromatin. In the same way, the centromere is undergo to condensation. Centromere is formed by the condensation of heterochromatin, which are having many genes. Of course, the chromosomes are consist of many genes, helps for showing hereditary character from one generation to another generation. Then nucleolus helps to, the subspherical part present in the nucleus helps to synthesis of RNA. Then RNA helps to synthesis of ribosomes. And in the same way, the ribosomes are helpful for the synthesis of protein. See, nucleolus indirectly involved in the process of protein synthesis. Because of its synthesis the RNA are meant for the synthesis of ribosomes. Ribosomes are meant for the synthesis of protein. So this is all about the functions of what? Nucleus. So this complete your first unit, that is cell biology. If in case in that any kind of questions you have, you can ask me in WhatsApp group. I will answer, and after 2 days or 3 days I will give one assignment for you peoples. You should write those questions with answer in separate notebook. Okay, thank you.